Hearty welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us on Client Acquisition Academy. I am so excited for you to be here with us. I'm actually joined by my executive coach, Andy Cosby.
Hello, everyone.
Andy has been working with me for quite a few years now, and it's an absolute privilege and an honor to have him along. He has changed a lot of advisors' lives, and he is joining me on our mission to help 10,000 financial advisors as well as 1 million clients. Let's get into this course introduction just to give you a taste of what you can expect over the next few weeks. So we talked to so many of you. Thank you for your feedback. There are a lot of things that we can solve for, but some of the ones that kind of stand out are the fact that 90% of advisors that start in this industry are gone within 3 years. That is absolutely abysmal. We are looking to save careers. Part of the reason why this is happening, not enough qualified prospects. And when they finally get some prospects, they're getting ghosted from people. And because they're getting ghosted, now they have objections that they can't handle. And then eventually they finally get to the point where they're trying to convert that prospect into a client. And unfortunately, many of them can't convert. So because of these reasons, that's the reason why 90% of the people fail within 3 years. But imagine this. What if you had a full pipeline and mostly automatic, meaning you're no longer chasing your prospects. You have your ideal client reaching out to you looking for help. You had nearly a 100% show rate. So those people not only reach out, but almost 100% of the time when they say they're going to show up, they actually show up. What if you could overcome any objection that's ever thrown at you? And what if you can convert over 50% of all those prospects into clients? Would that be helpful? Would that help you? Would that pretty much guarantee most people's success? I would say yes. Now, the next question you may be asking yourself is, well, who the heck are you guys and why should I be listening to you? Well, that's a fair question, and I would happily answer that question. So for one, I started as an advisor in the year 2000. More importantly, in the year 2010, I took over an office, which led me to start interacting and training and mentoring actual financial advisors every single day. And I grew that office from $300 million of AUM to 1.1 billion in just 8 years. That is almost a 400% increase of assets under management. By the time I left that company in the year 2020, my office was $2.1 billion of AUM. So that's astonishing growth, no matter what your metrics are. More importantly, I have coached and I've trained hundreds of advisors, hundreds. And I've spent well over $200,000 of my own money in my personal development. So if there's a course out there that you've paid for, likely thousands of dollars, chances are I've paid for that course too. I am a sponge when it comes to knowledge and growing and getting better every single day. And I have a lot of those resources and that wisdom that I would love to impart on you. Most importantly, I think of all, Andy and myself, we're both advisors. We've been in your shoes. Many other coaches out there, they talk about how you can help you get clients or all this kind of stuff. But for the most part, they've never been a financial advisor, so they don't quite understand where you're coming from. As a certified financial planner, I've walked in your shoes. I've been through those lows. I've been through those highs. I get you. I truly understand where you're coming from. So why again? Because it works. So all I did is I went through my phone this morning and I picked one of my advisor clients and I just kind of went through the last couple of months and some of the conversations that we had through text. And this is what I came up with. So again, I know a lot of other people will pick and choose from dozens of reviews and pick the best ones. I'm just picking one person. So I'm not cherry picking. I took one person, went through my text, and this is what I came up with. So one of the texts was, another new client. This guy came from the Prospect Rescue Mission. And now I know what you're thinking. Well, what the heck is a Prospect Rescue Mission? So what we decided to do was go after some of his prospects that were on his so-called dead list, of which he never intended to call ever again, and said, give me an opportunity to reach out to them. This didn't take time. I crafted a few emails, took him a few minutes to send these out, And then right away, he started booking some meetings, and he got clients from it. And as you can see at the very bottom of that, I said, seriously, how many advisors would have even tried? Let's be honest. How many of you out there have those dead prospects that you haven't spoken to in 2 months, 8 months, 2 years, and would never in a million years think to yourself, I'm going to reach back out to them? So we did. And this advisor started to convert some of those prospects into actual clients. Another text just posted a new video because he sends me those videos for me to analyze. He's signed as a client, but I still feel there was room for improvement. The reason why I included this text is because it's very important for you to understand that if you want to grow as an advisor, you need to constantly be improving, constantly be growing. So even though this advisor has grown by leaps and bounds over the months that we've worked together, even to this day, he's always looking to improve. So it's not just providing you with the information to make you a better advisor, it's providing you with the habits to make you want to improve every single day, no matter how good you're actually doing. Next text, New Year's Day was a good day for prospecting. 7 sessions booked for the next 2 weeks. My calendar is full. I bring this up because I need you to understand that what Andy and I do is we teach you to think differently. We know that most advisors check out during summertime or during holidays or whatever it is. We are not even suggesting that you should work holidays, but part of what we do and part of how we help advisors is teaching them to make more while working less. So this advisor would typically call for 3 or 4 hours per day and book 2 sessions on that 3 or 4 other call. He told me that he has time on New Year's Day. Not a lot. It was only 90 minutes. I encouraged him to make calls to all his prospects. And instead of booking 2 meetings in 4 hours, he booked 7 meetings in an hour and a half. Again, very much worth the time. This next text, I sent an email along with another prospecting. I sent him an email with another suggestion. And then right away he responds, LOL, it worked. Schedule a chat for this Friday. Next text, thanks for the PDF about hooks for my post. The one I used today got nearly as much engagement in just 4 hours than the other ones have been around for actual weeks. Part of what we teach our advisors is to use social media to attract clients. Specifically, in this case, it was LinkedIn. And by using certain techniques, we can magnify your opportunities to get in front of more people. By the way, I edited the drip emails as you suggested. The very first one I sent landed me an appointment. You've got the Midas touch. So you can start to see the pattern here that what Andy and I are teaching actually works. And I think this one speaks volumes right here. He sent me this text completely out of the blue. I didn't even ask him for this, but he sent it to me. He goes, fun fact, before we started working together, I was at a 50% no-show rate. After working together, out of 23 meetings scheduled, 21 showed up, 9 became clients. Thank you for showing me the path. 9 became clients. Let me explain why this is so important. Because the year before we started working together, he got 2 new clients in the entire year. So he went from 2 new clients over an entire year to 9 clients in just 4 months. He got results from his social media, and his no-show rate went from 50% to nearly 100%. So it's clear that this actually works. And we are implementing all of these strategies into this course, which will be available to each and every one of you. So hopefully you are as excited just as excited to absorb this course as Andy and I are excited to actually teach this course. So the very first module, we're going to go through the 6 modules to kind of give you an idea of what you can expect. The first module is understanding your target market. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but kind of give you a 30,000 foot view of what you're going to be learning. Video number 1 is identifying your ideal client. Video number 2 is market research strategies. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel. I'm a big and firm believer of R&D. So if you know what R&D stands for, no, it's not research and development. It's rob and duplicate. If you already know something works, we take it, we maybe tweak it a little bit, and then we make it work for ourselves. The third video is creating client personas. effectively what makes your ideal client tick. Video 4 is analyzing your competitor landscape. You always want to be 3 or 4 or 5 steps ahead of your competitors. And the 5th video in this module is refining your value proposition. Effectively, what do you specialize in? What makes you different? Second module, building your brand and online presence. Video 1 is branding essentials for financial advisors. How do you show up when your client or prospect look for you online? So very important. Video 2, optimizing your LinkedIn profile for conversions. So this right here, this alone, I know there's courses out there for $5,000 that people are paying for. You're going to get this absolutely free. So you should be really excited about this. Video number 3, leveraging social media for client acquisition. Video 4, content marketing strategies. This effectively is your billboard. As you go out and you educate and you teach your prospects how you can help them, content marketing is what's going to attract these prospects to you. Video 5, understanding social media platforms. So depending on who your ideal client is, it may not make sense to be on LinkedIn. Maybe Facebook is a better option, or maybe Instagram. So it really depends on what you're looking to attract is where we're going to end up looking for your ideal prospect on social media. Module number 3, prospecting and lead generation. I know this is something which a lot of you are struggling with. We have an entire module on this. First video is effective networking strategies. Video number 2, utilizing LinkedIn for lead generation. Video number 3, hosting webinars, seminars, and workshops. This specifically is near and dear to my heart. I built a large part of my financial planning practice based on seminars, and webinars are effectively, I guess, a more futuristic version of what a seminar is. They both work. We will discuss all 3 of them. Video 4, implementing email marketing campaigns. This is basically just getting new prospects into your pipeline, another way to make them automatic. Video 5, using direct mail effectively, something which I know hardly any advisor ever uses, yet is very, very powerful. Next module is nurturing leads and building relationships. This is so key. So video number 1 is developing a follow-up system. As they say, the fortune is in the follow-up. This is where a lot of advisors go wrong. We're going to teach you how to properly follow up with prospects and clients that either ghost you, which shouldn't be happening that often if you're working with us, but then there's going to be other opportunities for us to follow up as well. Building trust through educational content. Again, it's not about selling. It's about educating. When you come across as selling to your prospects, you are going to find yourself going on an uphill battle. Third video is conducting discovery meetings. The sale is not made at the conversion meeting. The sale is made in that first meeting, which is the discovery meeting. Clients need to feel heard and understood for you to get to the next level. Video number 4 is overcoming objections and converting sales. And video number 5 is providing exceptional client service, where clients actually want to work with you and actually refer you to their friends and family. This next module, I'm actually going to pass over to my good friend Andy here, because Andy is the absolute master when it comes to communication and sales techniques and working with advisors. Andy.
Oh, thanks, Eramos. You're too kind. Yeah, effective communication and sales techniques are really the cornerstone to setting the foundation for everything else that follows, right? Like, so yes, you get the branding, you get the person in, and you get the interest, but it's now what? This is absolutely key. So in video 1, we're talking about communication skills for financial advisors. This can be things like body language, verbal cues that not only do you listen to, but that you exemplify as well. There's so many things that get missed in sales trainings now. In cookie cutter, big companies are all going with antiquated methods, right? And we want to break that mold to really see there's a new paradigm or a paradigm shift here and a new way of doing things. Part of that is in video 2, which is the art of storytelling in sales. People don't buy on features, they buy on feelings. You don't want to just tell people things. You want to show them so that they can identify and connect with those things. That lends itself into that consultative selling approach, that gap selling, finding out what people want and need so that you can put yourself in the position to help them. This is so vital. And so commonly overlooked, where you're talking more than you're listening. And in this day and age, less is more. Less of your talk and more listening is going to translate into better communication. And as Ermos already mentioned, you really only get a first chance to make one chance to make a first impression, and you don't want to miss that opportunity. And that's why that first interaction and that second interaction where you're having your discovery call or your more in-depth call is so vital. That is where somebody has made a decision to become your client or not. It's not when you show them actuarial tables and illustrations and flow charts and things like that. The sale has already been made before that. Negotiation strategies for financial advisors. You have to understand that with a client, it's not about a battle, it's a dance. Chris Voss 101, things that we'll unpack in there. And of course, closing techniques. We don't really love the word closing techniques. Really, you're converting people, but we put that in there because that's what most of you will identify with. And the follow-up. This is so very important to understand this. This is not transactional. We think of this as, converting clients as transactional. It's a transformation. So we want to shift that mindset into transactional type of behavior into transformational behavior. That's what breeds immense success, unstoppable, and leads to getting introductions because people can't wait to tell other people what a great experience they've had with you. Ermos?
Absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, Andy. And I always get jacked up listening to you because I see what you do for advisors, and it's really inspiring. The last part, I think, is very important as well. Number one reason why clients leave their advisor, it's not performance. It's actually lack of communication. So if you are going to be doing a good job in bringing on new clients every single year, you don't want to be losing just as many on the back end. You want to make sure that they stick. So we're going to teach you how to retain those clients and make sure that you got they're locked in for the long term. Very first video, building client loyalty, making sure that they want to be working with you, and turning loyal clients into advocates. Referral marketing strategies. So again, this will be another opportunity for you to get some new prospects and clients on automatic, where your clients are actually referring people to you without even asking. That's the important part. You are not asking for referrals. You never ask for referrals. Referrals should be given to you by loyal and advocate clients. The third video is creating referral culture. And the fourth one is leveraging testimonials and case studies to get even more prospects and more referrals as well. In a nutshell, I've been doing this for 25 years. Andy's been doing this for very many years as well. What we are looking to do is take all that information that we have gathered over so many years and compress time. We want you to get what took us years. We want you to have it in a span of weeks. And the learning curve that you will go on over the next few weeks is going to be absolutely enormous. It could feel a little bit overwhelming, but that's why we're here. We're here to help you along the way. I'm so excited to have you on board. And again, I can't tell you how excited I am to have each and every one of you as part of our Client Acquisition Academy. Looking forward to reaching out and talking to each and every one of you. Please feel free to reach out to us. We are here to help from day one. So send us direct messages or post a post in the actual schoolroom as well. But other than that, welcome aboard. We're happy to have you, and it's time to unleash your potential.
Unleash your potential, for sure. Unleash your potential. Ask yourself, is this the time? We all know the answer.